Every day, millions of people log online and are sold the exact same dream: passive income, make money while you sleep, escape the system. But behind the beachside laptops and dividend portfolios lies a brutal, unspoken reality. Achieving true passive income requires a sacrifice that these videos never mention. Today, we are going to look at the real math behind buying your freedom. We are going to explore how much you actually need invested to live off dividends. More importantly, we are going to deconstruct the devastating psychological toll this journey takes on you at every single stage. Let's strip away the emotion and explain the mechanics of passive income. Like you're 5 years old. Passive income isn't magic. It is purely a mathematical equation. You need a massive pile of capital that generates enough yield to cover your living expenses without ever touching the principal amount. Let's say your dream is modest. You don't want a yacht. You just want $4,000 a month to cover your rent, food, and basic lifestyle, using the standard 4% withdrawal rule. The benchmark for retirement planning, you need exactly $1.2 million invested in the market. Sounds simple, right? Just invest. But here's the time compression nobody talks about. If you want to achieve this in a relatively short time frame, say 15 years, assuming an average market return, you have to invest roughly $3,000 every single month after taxes. This is where the math stops and the psychological warfare begins. To invest $3,000 a month, you need an exceptionally high salary, or you have to ruthlessly slash your expenses to the bone. And that brings us to the first hidden cost of passive income: the isolation phase. To build a $1.2 million portfolio in your 20s or 30s, you aren't just paying with money, you are paying with experiences. While your peers are upgrading their lifestyles, buying their first homes, taking vacations to Europe, and going out on Friday nights, you are saying no. Think about your life, driving the same car for 10 years. At first, it feels empowering. You're playing the long game. You watch your friends take on massive auto loans, while your monthly expenses stay low. But humans are social creatures. As the years drag on, the gap between your lifestyle and your friends' lifestyles widens. You stop getting invited to expensive dinners because they know you'll decline. You begin to isolate yourself, not out of anger, but out of financial necessity. To survive this isolation, you have to replace social validation with financial validation. Your entire dopamine system gets rewired. You stop caring about making memories and start obsessing over compounding interest, which leads directly into the second hidden cost. In the macro economy, markets crash, bubbles burst, and companies go bankrupt. But when you have tied your entire existence to reaching that $1.2 million finish line, these aren't just historical events. They are personal attacks on your timeline. When you hit $500,000, the game changes. You're no longer just saving money, you are managing wealth. A standard 20% market correction doesn't just mean a red arrow on a screen. It means $100,000 vanishes into thin air. It means 3 years of your hard-earned savings and isolation were just erased in a single Tuesday. You become hyper-vigilant. Money stops being a tool to buy freedom and becomes a scoreboard that dictates your self-worth. But then, one day it happens. After a decade or more of ruthless discipline, your portfolio hits the number. The dividends are enough. You walk into your boss's office, hand in your resignation, and you walk out. You did it. You escaped the rat race. Nobody noticed. You expect a parade. You expect the world to feel different. But the world keeps turning. Your friends are still at work. You quickly realize that how your own family treats you when you become the first millionaire isn't with awe, but with confusion or expectation. You have successfully bought your time back, but you spent the last decade alienating your social circle and killing your hobbies to get here. You have absolute freedom, but you have forgotten how to live. Financial independence is an incredible tool. Having a safety net is one of the most important things you can build, but passive income as an identity is never free. You don't buy your freedom with dividends. You buy it with your youth. You pay for it upfront with the best years of your life, sacrificing the present for a future that is never guaranteed. The compounding interest on your money is powerful, but the compounding interest on missed experiences is devastating. So before you lock yourself in a room to chase a number on a screen, ask yourself, when you finally buy your freedom, who is going to be left to share it with?